Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing pretty well. Wow, it certainly feels like spring. It is Tuesday morning, April 28th, and that means it's my birthday. Today I'm turned 40, so I feel pretty old today. But I thought, what a beautiful day to get outside a little bit and to maybe to read a little story out here on the deck. You can see my beard's getting certainly a lot bigger than it was. Should be on the TV show Vikings or something. But first of all, I just want to show you on a spring day. I'll turn the camera around so you can see my yard, see my property. We're trying to do some work here. It's a little bit messy, and we got the lawn chairs out, and we're doing a whole bunch of work outside. So we're certainly enjoying these spring days. So let's read a story here. I'm in my pajamas today. I think it's a good pajama day here too. So we're gonna read a story. This is my girlfriend Dana when she was a little girl many years ago. This is one of her favorite books, and Oscar's here too. My son's Oscar. He wants to read it too. Okay, Oscar, I'm gonna read the book. Ready? Okay. So this is called Donald Duck, Instant Millionaire. Okay. Whoops. Oscar, can you say Donald Duck?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck and his nephews waved goodbye politely as Uncle Scrooge drove away. There's Uncle Scrooge in the car. But once he was out of sight, they leaped and laughed and frisked and frolicked and chuckled and cheered. They all look pretty happy. They're going to stay at his house. Okay, let's change the page. Oh, there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yippee, shouted Huey. We won't have to wash any dishes while we're minding Uncle Scrooge's super automated house. He has a machine to wash the dishes. He has one to mow the lawn too, said Louie. He has machines to do everything, cried Dewey. Donald grinned. I'm going to like being a millionaire for a day, he said. I just have to make sure no one comes in and no one touches the master control panel that ruins the house. That'll be a snap, gloated Huey, and he ran off to swim in Uncle Scrooge's ruby and emerald pool. No work at all, added Dewey, and he ran off to bowl into Uncle Scrooge's private bowling alley. Nothing to worry about, said Louie, and he ran off to watch Uncle Scrooge's 68-inch television set. As for Donald, he wandered out to the front lawn and watched the automated lawnmower run back and forth on the smooth, velvety grass. This is really living, Donald decided. At home, I have to push the lawnmower myself. You can do it by remote control. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult holding the phone and turning the pages, and I got this little boy here watching too. Just then, as the mower finished its work and shut itself up in the garage, the front door swung open and Huey, Dewey, and Louie came struggling out. They looked woebegone and wretched. Huey's tail feathers were crumpled and Dewey had a bump on his foot. Aww. Uncle Scrooge's automatic pool cleaner chased me out of the pool, complained Huey. And look what it did to my tail feathers. Uncle Scrooge's solid gold bowling balls are too heavy, moaned Dewey. I dropped one on my foot. Uncle Scrooge's TV had a time guard tuner, Louie reported. It won't turn on until 6 o'clock. Okay, let's turn the page. Suddenly there was a click and a swoosh and a pitter-patter of very wet drops. Phooey, shouted Donald. It's the automatic lawn sprinkler. Donald and the boys raced for the house. When they came dripping and splashing into the front hall, a panel in the wall popped open. Out came a little machine that waved a tiny mop. It made angry tick-ticking sounds and chased the ducks up the stairs. Then it busily mopped the water off the floor. gadget's mad at me, shouted Huey. It swatted me in the ankle, complained Louie. Nonsense, said Donald. It's only a machine. I wonder if we can even have a snack in this house without getting into trouble, grumbled Dewey. As it turned out, Donald and the boys couldn't even have a snack without getting into trouble. They couldn't even have a snack at all. There was no refrigerator in the kitchen. There was only an electronic food server, which was set to serve dinner at 7 and not a moment before. Oscar loves to read. He loves to read books. Look at the pictures. Donald and the boys waited and waited. At last, the food server rang its bell and the robot butler buzzed into the dining room with a tray. Baked ham, cried Dewey. And corn on the cob, exclaimed Huey. Let's take our time and enjoy it, said Donald. Remember, no snacks tonight. Huey, Dewey, and Louie did take their time. In fact, they took too much time. Before they had finished, the robot butler buzzed in and picked up their plates. Then it buzzed back to the kitchen and clattered the plates into the instant sudsor, which gurgled and churgled and washed them clean. Okay, you want to help turn the page? Turn the page. Thank you. I'm still not hungry, wailed Louie. Listen, said Dewey. Out near the front gate, bells were ringing, jingling, jangling, frosty, yummy bells. It's the ice cream man, cried Huey. Donald completely forgot that he wasn't supposed to let anyone in. He ran and pushed the button to open the electric gate. Then he and the boys dashed eagerly out onto the porch. Did they see an ice cream truck rolling up the drive? No, indeed. What they saw were 3 horrible Beagle boys who trottled in, chuckling like evil chuckles. Oh no, cried Huey. They'll take the rubies out of the Scrooge's swimming pool. They'll steal the gold bowling balls out of Uncle Scrooge's bowling alley, moaned Louie. Donald leaped into the master control panel.
Daddy.
He turned the knobs, he twirled tuners, he twisted dials, and he clicked swatches. All around Donald and his nephews, Uncle Scrooge's automated house began to buzz and hum and clank and rumble and tick. The little mopping machine popped out of the wall and chased a beagle into the dining room. Okay, turn the page. Yep, turn the page. Good boy. Okay. There, the robot butler picked up the beagle and carried him to the kitchen. Ah! Dropped the book. Sorry, it's challenging with the little boy that wants to read this book too. You like books, I know, yes.
Bubble.
It plopped him into the automated sudser, which gurgled and churgled and covered the beagle with suds. It was a frightful experience for the poor beagle, who hadn't had a bath in over 20 years. A second beagle was trying to steal the rubies and emeralds from Uncle Scrooge's swimming pool, but the automatic pool cleaner came scrubbing along and chased him out. Then the built-in super vacuum whooshed him into the opening in the wall. He stuck fast there along with Uncle Scrooge's second best umbrella and an old hat rack. The third beagle had got too close to the automatic pin setter in Uncle Scrooge's bowling alley, and it was picking him up and setting him down and picking him up and setting him down and picking him up and setting him down. Fortunately, Uncle Scrooge came home early and he rescued the dust-free beagle from the vacuum, released the terribly clean beagle from the sudser, and freed the frightfully rattled beagle from the pin setter. I'm proud of my marvelous house, cried Uncle Scrooge when the beagles had been taken away and the automated house had been turned off. Those villains were trying to get in here again. I don't think we will either, said Donald. He and the boys climbed down off a bookshelf where they had been keeping out of the way of the mopping machine, and they hurried home to their simple little house. First, they had a nice snack from the refrigerator. After that, they watched television for a while. Then they went to bed and slept soundly all through the night. And who wouldn't? Living in an automated house may be fine for Uncle Scrooge, but for just plain folks, it's just plain hard work. And that's the end. Instant millionaire. Uncle Scrooge has a lot of money, so they were staying at his house while he was away, and his expensive, rich house had all these fancy gadgets in it that ended up stopping the burglars for coming in to stealing stuff from the house. There, flip around there. Well, I hope you guys have a great day today. Again, it's beautiful, sunny day. It's almost 20 degrees here, and I live in Point Clark, which is about 45 minutes away or so, or close to an hour, I guess, away from Listowel. So I hope that it's nice and sunny there. If it's not sunny there yet, it probably will be pretty soon. The weather tends to go in that direction from here. But have an awesome spring day, and we'll catch up pretty soon with everybody, and hopefully see you again soon. Maybe in a hangout video or something like that we'll set up with Mrs. McDonald and Kimmy. Okay, hopefully that we can make that happen pretty soon. Okay, miss you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you later.